Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, it's live now, Prithvi.
Yeah. Hi, Shadab.
Hi, Prithvi. How are you?
I'm fine. What about you?
Yeah, I'm doing good. And I'm really happy that you agreed to join for this call.
It's a pleasure to me.
Yeah, as we discussed, I wanted to have a discussion where we'll just talk about patenting and stuff that people usually don't aren't aware about while studying in engineering.
Yes, yes, yes. You told me about it.
Prithvi, it seems like my voice is like echoing. So could you like use some headphone or something?
Okay. Headphones.
Yeah.
Just give me 2 minutes. I'll use
Yeah,
them.
sure. This is just a testing session, so we'll be making all attempts and to learn this technology that we've been using.
Yeah, yeah. Or should we continue on the laptop so that I
No,
can have a good microphone? I can have a good microphone with me.
even this is fine, like because yeah, it's working
Is
fine,
it
right?
okay? Is it okay?
Yeah, the only problem is that my voice is being repeated twice when I say to you something.
Yeah, I'm using earphones now.
Okay, let's check it again. It's still repeating.
It's repeating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
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 Hello. Hello. Yeah, is it okay?
Yeah, it's fine now.
Okay, sure. So we can continue with the conversation.
Yeah, right now we can start with it. So,
Then,
yeah.
yeah, you can continue, Shadab.
Yeah, let me just introduce Prithvi first. Prithvi has completed mechanical engineering from Savitribai Phule University, and the best part about his engineering is that he's been able to file 7 patents in a day, and has made his name into the records as the first person to file 7 patents in 7 patents in a day. So, Prithvi, it's an absolute honor for me to speak with you here.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Shadab, for your appreciation and compliments.
Yeah. So, Prithvi, how do we get started with patents? Like, what are your opinions about it?
Yeah, patents, first of all, we will introduce that what are patents, because many of the students, they actually don't know what is the use of patent, just they know the word patent. But the
Hmm.
logic behind that, the what are the aspects, what are the different technological aspects, and what to patent, that is the
Yeah.
more important thing. So they are unaware of it.
Yeah, and it's common like problem with the education system that I have seen. Uh, yeah, during even with while we were into schools, we are never taught about intellectual properties or copyright stuff, or even patenting in a general thing,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's like a big problem for us.
Yes, yes, yes. So there is one case study from from USA. So there are
Yeah.
many patents which are filed in USA.
Okay. Huh?
It's not filed in India. So the big reason is people are not trained properly in the intellectual properties.
Yeah, that seems to be
A big problem
you.
for India. For big problem
Yeah,
for
like
India it
and
is.
the big flaw in education system.
Yeah, the flaw in education system is there, but the proper awareness of this topic is not there. I
Hmm.
guess this should include it. This should be included in the technological, like there are courses like engineering. So this should be
Hmm.
included in it. This should be included.
Yeah, like we should be having a subject that purely talks about patenting and what are
Yeah,
your
yeah,
rights after you invent a novelty
yeah.
product or something, right?
It should be like a elective subject. No need to be forced, because there are many
Ah,
students who are. Yeah, it should be some elective subject.
yeah, this should be included in the university syllabus, right? That's
Yes.
the prime requirement that we need for India to be a country that's innovating and leading in innovation, right?
Yes, yes. And Indian people, they are really smart. They are blessed with a good brains, but actually they
Yeah.
are not utilizing it in a proper way because
Hmm.
they are not getting the platform. They are not getting the proper platform.
Hmm. So, Prithvi, can you just briefly walk around us with the entire process and like what are the benefits of getting a patent?
Yeah, so we'll start with what can be patented and what
Yeah,
is
sure,
patent.
please.
We'll start in first, like I'll just briefly introduce about it. So patent is the thing where you get a right on a particular product. So patents are of different types. Maybe it may be a product patent, it may be a design patent. So
Mm-hmm.
doing a patent, you are the sole proprietor of that product. So that
Mm-hmm.
can be granted, that may be a filed patent. So that is your own property. So I'll give you an example. If you take some property or some piece of land, it's your name. So no one can enter into it. No one can
Mm-hmm.
utilize that land. No one can make a property on it. So it's just yours. It's the whole and sole property of yours. It's same as the intellectual property is the product you have made, the product on which you have worked, it's your whole and sole property of yours. So benefits like the business point of view, like you want to market the product, it's your only product and you will get the profit, direct profit of that product. So this is the basic idea behind patent. Getting
Mm.
my point?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so patenting is really important, and it's why it's important because you are making some discovery, you are making some invention, and you are utilizing your time, and in the point of like you are getting a profit through the products. It's really important, and you can assure that your product is not copied by anyone. Like there are many copy ninjas around us who fetch for the product, they make good product with their experience and they make more
Mm.
profit, but you are not getting, like you're not getting any profit through it. So patenting is really important. And what can be patented, I'll talk upon it. Okay, so
Yeah,
you have
sure.
any questions with this part?
Uh, I wanted to know, is it like we book some kind of property? Like, if suppose I file a patent on a pair of glasses, so
Okay.
does it means like I hold the like exclusive rights to produce and monetize those pair of glasses? Like, no one else can um produce and sell that kind of product, right?
Yes, yes. But after
Mm.
getting granted, you can legally take action if someone is copying your idea after getting grant. So you are having that right in a legal, that your patent
Okay.
is granted. But if your patent
Mm-hmm.
is pending, still you can produce your spectacles. And while producing your spectacles, you can give a note that patent pending.
Okay, and if it's in the patent pending status, and yet people like copy it? So am I able to like sue them for that copyright stuff?
Yes, of course you can, because you are having some documented proof that you have done. So that receipt you can produce when you can give a legal cases. So you can produce, but you won't get a result easily. Like it's like 50% result you will get. But if you are having a grant patent, then no
Mm-hmm.
one can touch your thing.
Okay, that seems quite an interesting like legal battle between people,
Yes,
and like
yes.
we like I never heard about it while I was into like until up till third year of engineering.
Yeah.
Like I guess I wasted my 3 years without just publishing stuff that could be easily patented, right?
Yes, yes, yes. You told me about this.
Hey, that's so
But
big. And even on Quora recently, I got a few questions. Like, people are asking, should I patent a product after publishing it on a research paper?
yeah, but there is one method also.
Okay, what is it?
If yeah, if you have published something and you want to like you want to patent that idea, just notify it that I have published this thing in this conference and this exhibition or this research paper. So publish it, and if someone haven't that published it yet, so you can
Hmm.
publish it also through the patents for early patenting, or like early patents. So that costs a lot, that costs a lot.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But like timing is of a great importance, right?
Yeah, timing
Because
is important. Everything,
I
it depends
remember
upon the
while
timing.
yeah, because I remember while I was filing the provisional patent for my product, I saw the timestamp was up to like seconds, like what
Yeah.
second was the last that I filed my patent, right?
Yes, yes, yes. Even
Mm-hmm.
if the difference of second matters a lot, because you and
Hmm.
your competitor, if they file the patent at a single moment, so the
Hmm.
seconds will matter.
Hmm.
Who registered the patent first?
Okay, so up until now, like we've discussed about what actually my voice is getting echoed again.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it a
is
is
he
it some
able to
technical
hear it
issue?
clear? Yeah, it seems
Yeah,
like a technical
I'm
issue.
no, no, no. I'm clear. I'm clear. I'm getting clear voice.
Even I'm just getting it twice, like while I speak with you. Okay,
Okay.
let it be.
So
So up until now, we discussed about what are the benefits of patenting. So could you
yeah.
just tell us how do we get started?
Okay.
Like, what's the
So
first step that we should get into? Like, after I know my idea is patentable.
okay. So how to know your idea is patentable? So there are
Mm-hmm.
three parameters of it.
Hmm.
First, uniqueness.
Okay.
Second is novelty,
Mm-hmm.
and third is non-obviousness.
And can you like elaborate what is
Yeah, I'll
novelty?
elaborate it. So first is what I said. The first parameter was what I said. It's like novelty,
Uniqueness. Huh.
uniqueness. Yes, uniqueness. You should find your product really unique. Like some there is you make some in the terms of mechanical engineering. I'll explain you because I'm from
Mm-hmm.
the mechanical background, so I can explain you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let's take an example of some car. There are
Mm-hmm.
many cars, and there are patented technologies of that car also.
Hmm.
Simple thing, when you come to the base, every car is a car, right?
Yes.
But there are some changes with the mechanism. Like someone is having a dead axle, someone is having 4x4, someone is having 2x2 axles. So there are
Mm-hmm.
patents on a single object. When you change the mechanism of working, when you change the overall working, overall layout of the assembly, then that
Mm-hmm.
can be patented because you are doing something unique into the assembly and it is non-obvious. So I'm using the word non-obvious. So I'll give you an example. If you want to file a patent on a car, right, and you
Hmm.
just change the color of the car or just
Yes.
sheet metal thickness of the car, so that
Okay.
is really obvious that some anyone can do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that
Yes,
is
yes.
that is obvious. So this kind of thing should be avoided while using the patent. So let's take an example of a single machine like press tool. You know press tool?
Actually, I have no idea about what that is, but
Like press tool is one object which is used for a sheet metal operation. So
okay.
if you change the material of that sheet metal, if you change the material of that machine, you can't patent your idea because it's not unique, it's obvious.
Okay.
Okay.
So, like, I have to get into like for my product to be patented, it should be like kind of unique,
Yeah, it
and
should be unique.
it won't be like if I just change the color or like change the thickness of the elements and like overall the working is same, but I change just the appearance. That won't make it a patent, right?
No, no, it won't.
Okay, and like who does checks these patents? Like what agencies are involved in this checking? Like,
So there are some internal agencies, there are some external agencies. So internal
hmm.
agencies, like if you're having some idea, so this method is a really long method. So
Okay.
first of all, I'll let you know. So patenting. When you get an
Mm-hmm.
idea, what you will do,
Mm-hmm.
you will write something about it,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like this patent is this thing. You will completely pen down your idea. Then you
Yeah.
will you will focus on what aspects you want the patent. So you will go to the
Mm-hmm.
agencies. There are private agencies who write patent for you.
Mm-hmm.
So you go there, you talk to them that I'm having this kind of idea. They'll charge you almost around 80 to 90,000. They'll
Oh,
write your
that's
own
quite an
patent.
amount, you know.
Yeah, they'll write your own patent. They'll do the patentability search. So that
Mm-hmm.
will be a paid patentability search. Like, is there
Okay.
some patent or not? Is it published or not? So they'll do. Then afterwards, they'll let you know that change this thing into the patent. Then you
Mm-hmm.
can file the patent by changing this because you're not eligible to file a patent with this parameter. What you have given to me. Okay.
Okay.
So this is one thing. Second thing is first
Mm-hmm.
what you do, you think like you search on the internet, you search on the websites of IPR India. Is there any
Mm-hmm.
published patent about it? You read about it, then you think that your product is really unique. You have changed the mechanism, the complete working you have changed, but the application is same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm using the word application because there are many machines who does the same application, but the mechanism is different. Like someone may use for press tool, someone may use hydraulic mechanism, someone may use pneumatic mechanism. So
Okay.
the mechanism is different, but application is same. So basic idea behind invention is easiness. How you can
Okay.
how you can solve the problem of the people. Just simple idea.
Okay. So it needs to be a revolutionary kind of an idea that uh,
It
shifts the
shouldn't be a
entire.
revolutionary. It shouldn't be a revolutionary. Small idea which can be utilized.
Okay.
The word utilization is really important, and the
Mm-hmm.
applicability of the patent is also important. Like you should file something that can be used for the people, that can be used by the industry. That is the only parameter. Like
Uh,
you cannot make some no like you cannot make something that is not used by anyone. So that can't be patented. Why to waste such big time to
huh,
that
like
thing?
the amount you required for patenting is quite a lot, quite a big. Like.
Yes. But that was for the internal search. And when you go for on your own
Mm-hmm.
by writing your own patent, searching through patentability through free searches, so
Mm-hmm.
that cost you around 8 to 9,000 for the process.
Yeah, I recently I filed one and it was about 700, 7,160 something.
Yes. So for
Mm.
provisional filing, you have to pay 1,750.
Yeah,
Then for the examiner charge is near about 4,000. And
yeah.
if you pay early publication charge, it's near about 2,700.
So it rounds about to 9,000, right?
Yeah, almost 9,000. So it's quite
Mm.
people think like it's just like 1 lakh rupees I have to pay, but when you're on your own, you can
Mm-hmm.
do it in 10,000 also. But you have to be sure of your product.
Mm. Like that was a big obstacle that while recent for the first time when I started thinking about patents, what and searching online,
Yeah.
I got all these agencies that were offering around like Brainiac IP and some other law agencies or the attorney services.
Yeah.
They were like charging around 1 lakh, 80,000, 50,000 to just like draft the patent application.
Drafting patent is a skill. It's an art. Drafting a patent.
Mm.
I'll
You
just
once
explain you why I'm
you
saying the
once
it's
told
an
me
art.
about yeah, you once told me about the Shrikant, right?
Yeah, Shrikant case.
Yeah,
So
that was quite like
can you please repeat that story which I told you?
it'll be better if you tell it because like I heard it first from you. So like if it'll be
Okay.
better if you narrate it first directly.
Okay. So there was one person who made a thing like a Shrikhand. So Shrikhand is
Okay.
made from the milk product, and it's they have made a really good kind of a Shrikhand. So you all may be knowing about Shrikhand. So it's really good. So there were some dry fruits in it. There were some additional elements of the milk products were there, and he filed the
Okay.
patent with the name like steamed Shrikhand. But that patent was rejected due to the name itself only, because the word Shrikhand, it's really common to all people, and same as the examiner also, he examined there is nothing new in this product. So what he did, he rejected the patent. Instead of using the word like Shrikhand, he should have used a word like a milk product, milk, a post-processed milk product. So this kind of
Hmm.
words matters a lot, and you have to think upon the words really well so that your patent can be filed, your patent can be granted. So words matters a lot in patents.
That is like a big deal.
Yeah, yeah. And many of the people, they use really common words like really, like, what do you say, very common words they use while drafting the patent, and their patent gets rejected. So you have to be very aware of what you are writing. So just second example, never
Hmm?
ever give the length parameters, the width parameters of the machine in the patent. Never ever. So
Okay, so you
there is
have
a
to maintain
reason.
some kind of ambiguity
Yes, yes.
in the design itself, like.
Yeah. So that a person, the third person, who will
Hmm.
just change the length of the product, width of the product, he will increase the capacity of that machine. The patent is
Hmm.
his. The patent will be his.
Okay, so like they are like playing with your property.
Yes, they are playing.
If in case like I'm a real estate, I have a real estate, what he'll be doing is like he'll just make a compound wall near to me and like try to push that compound wall into my property and make a lot of profit from it.
Yes, of course.
So this is quite like so Prithvi, how can we avoid getting into such traps and like save some money instead of giving paying too much to this attorneys and other agencies.
Yeah. So first foremost thing that you should be very, very, very much like confident on your product, that your product is really unique. If your product
Mm-hmm.
is unique, there is no parameter that you can write your patent only in English also. You can write in any language. So you
Oh,
have to,
that's
yeah, you can write in any language. So I have seen some patents who that patents are granted, and the information about the product was only 2 pages.
okay. So how
I
did?
have seen some patents, but
Yeah.
main thing is your product, and the other things like writing a patent, drafting a patent is a, like, it's a second thing. It's not a primary thing. It's not your primary aim. It's a secondary aim. But focusing on the product well, like utilizing your engineering skill, utilizing your logical skill, utilizing your intellectual skills to enhance the
Mm-hmm.
product. That is the first and foremost thing. Second, going to the drafting, always use some kind of a universal words. So I'll give you an example. If you are using some motor like a prime moving element, so use it the word some prime moving element which is being used to rotate this thing. Don't use
Mm-hmm.
the word motor, because motor is really common word.
Mm. Prithvi, I guess like this topic of drafting a patent itself is in quite
It's quite a vast
depth.
topic. It's quite a
Yeah,
vast
so I
topic.
guess we'll have a talk about it
Yeah, only
in
a
depth.
drafting, how to draft the
Yeah,
patent, how to draft the patent. So what we'll do, we'll discuss this topic in the stepwise manner. So
yeah.
what today we have discussed is what can be patented, and what are the external and internal agencies who check our patent.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
third thing is what is the use of patent, and
Mm-hmm.
the important thing is we have briefed about the process of granting and the
Hmm. Yes.
drafting also. So just a
Yeah.
brief, but the drafting of the patent is a really big task
Like
for
it's a
us.
big task, huh? Like it's
Yeah,
a
it's a
big,
big
really
task.
big task because even I know a few professors in our institute, even they were challenged by this kind of task.
Yes, yes, yes.
So it's a big
So
task in itself.
so writing a patent, writing it's instead of writing, I'll use the word drafting a patent is tough thing.
Hmm.
It's really tough because when you don't have any experience of writing, you use a really common language. So instead of that, you should use some specialized words. I'll come to
Yeah, like
that
is it like we
when we
need to
go.
have some kind of lawyer kind of vocabulary?
Yes, kind of. You can say.
Hmm. So
You can.
we can discuss about it in a later like live
Yeah, in live
sessions,
sessions.
like how
Yeah.
to cultivate this kind of writing and drafting of intellectual property rights.
Yes, yes, yes.
So
We can.
Prithvi, like I'm really thankful that you spared some time and we had this good discussion today.
Yeah, yeah. It was really nice having such a conversation
And
with you because the
I'm
transfer of
sure you.
knowledge is really important. I feel that transfer of knowledge is really important because even while filing the patents, I got a lot of
Hmm.
problems. I went to a lot of people, but I didn't find some platform where I can easily get the information.
Yeah,
So
and
even
that's
that
a really
loophole.
big like blockstone between us. Like even when we were thinking about like patenting an idea, we had nowhere to go. Like where do we start from,
Yeah.
and like whom do we consult? Because it's a really like critical issue. Like we can't disclose our product to everyone,
Yes,
so
yes,
we have
yes.
to maintain that kind of confidentiality.
Yeah.
So that becomes a big obstacle. And like talking about patents and research papers in the institute is quite like a taboo. You can't openly discuss about things. Like you always
Yeah.
have a fear of people like stealing your things and filing it in their name or like misusing those stuff.
Yes, yes. For this also, I'm having some ideas with me. I'll share you
Hmm.
those ideas when we have a session on the like how to file. I'll let you know how can you tackle the problem because I have tackled such problems.
Mm, yeah, you have quite a lot of experience. Like seven
Yeah,
patents in a
yeah,
day
yeah.
was a big deal.
Yeah, yeah. I was working since 15 months for that. It was not
Okay.
yeah, it said the Rome was not built in a day. I was
Hmm, certainly
working
it
on
wasn't.
my products. I was working on my products since 15 months.
And we'll be glad to learn about how did you maintain this confidentiality like over a span of 7 months. Like it's no, sorry, 15 months, right?
15 months, 15 months.
Yeah, it's quite difficult to like maintain confidentiality and like uh, avoid people from counterfeiting your products.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, Prithvi, is it okay? Would you like to mentor people?
Of course, I'm happy to mentor the people
So, what
who
I'll
needs help, who need help.
yeah, I'm really glad to know this. And what I'll do is I'll just leave your LinkedIn page link in this live discussion show notes.
Sure, sure, sure. You can. So that they
Yeah,
can
so like,
contact me on LinkedIn so
hmm,
that they'll be having a lot of people who will be using the social media platform like a professional network. The LinkedIn is a really
yeah,
professional
yeah, I
network.
really love that
Everyone should
network.
use it. Everyone
Yeah, I
should use it.
really love that network, like because it's done quite a few wonders for me. Like
Yes,
even
yes,
while
yes.
I was into this patenting thing, I got a few people from LinkedIn who actually helped me in this thing.
Okay.
So it's quite a good platform.
Yes. Many of the
So,
people like yes, same as the Facebook, same as the Instagram. I use LinkedIn also because it's a part of my life now.
hmm.
Because you got to know very what people are doing, what your professional networks are doing, the people in your field, what new things they are doing. So it's a really good platform.
And
Everyone should use it.
unlike useless stuff like a party and all, LinkedIn is usually having a feed about productivity and what good stuff could happen.
Yes, yes, yes. So LinkedIn, I'll suggest everyone using LinkedIn. At least the professionals, at least the students who are into the like into their that mode, getting from transition
Hmm.
from students to a professional. So
Hmm.
that those people should use the LinkedIn.
Hmm. So I guess we'll end up here. It's
Sure,
almost
sure, sure.
10. We almost had a talk about 1 year, 1 hour, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Almost.
So it was quite nice to talk with you, Prithvi.
Same here,
Uh,
Shadar.
we'll schedule another live session maybe next Sunday if
Yeah,
it's
next
fine with
Sunday
you.
is fine for me. Next Sunday is fine for me.
So what we'll do is I'll just prepare a brief notice for people like who are interested in learning about patenting, so they
Yeah.
can come live with us.
Sure, sure, sure.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Yeah, yeah. Bye bye. Have a good day,
Bye
Shadab.
bye. Yeah, same to you, Prithvi. Have a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you everyone for being live with us, and let us know about your comments and whatever stuff you want to learn about patenting and copyright stuff. We'll be glad to like discuss about it in the next sessions. Thank you. Bye. Have a good time.